Hello, all, and welcome to Astro Wheel of Fortune. And today I'm doing a collab reading once again. This time I'm doing it with V from V Love and Crystals. Go check out her channel. I will have it linked down below in the description box. She's a really excellent reader. For her specifically, I decided to pull out my crystals as well because her name is V Love and Crystals. So we have crystals with the piles as well. If you feel like you would prefer to have crystals as well when it comes to my readings, to mark the piles, let me know as well. I can make sure that there are crystals more often than not in my readings. So let's get into what this reading is really going to be about. It's going to be about your soul family. So V is doing a reading more so on your experience with your soul family. What is it going to be like? And I'm going to be focusing more so on how you'll meet them. Now, I feel like soul family is a very nuanced kind of topic, and I feel like soul family can mean very different things to different people. So it depending on your own belief as well. So just be careful, take everything that I say with a pinch of salt. But what I'm trying to say here is that I don't believe you meet your soul family like in one instant. Like, you don't meet all of them at the same time. You kind of go through life obviously meeting people. The other thing is the cards may want to focus like on one member of the soul family or on two or three. We're going to see what the pile has in store. Another thing that I wanted to say is that our soul family members don't always stay with us through the whole life. I don't believe that as well. I also believe that a lot of soul family members can actually be our spirit guides. So really, it's anyone's guess what's going to come up in this reading. So keep an open mind with this reading. And keep in mind that some of the people that maybe are in your soul family maybe are not in your life right now, or are going to be in your life at some point, or not going to be in your life at other points in your life. So just keep that kind of in your head as we're doing this reading. So that's probably one of the longest intros I've ever done. So let's move on. We're going to get started. So we've got 5 piles here. We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. And I'm going to get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1 is this pyrite. So let's have a look and see, how are you going to meet your soul family members? Maybe 1 or 2, or however many the cards want to talk about. So I'm going to lay all the cards out to help me get a gauge how many members there might be and see what the cards have to say. So we've got Aries, I am. We've also got shadow work. We've got woman holding a coin. The moon card in reverse, the sun. Oh, I thought it was the sun card. It's the temperance card in reverse. And the 7 of pentacles in reverse. 2 of cups in reverse. Oh, wow. All the tarot cards are in reverse. Interesting. And we've got the 8 of pentacles in reverse as well. Okay. So they seem to want to focus. I kind of feel like there's 2 people, there's 2 people that they want me to focus on in your shadow family, in your soul family. Sorry, shadow family. Interesting. Shadow family. I wonder if you and these people are going to be very acquainted with shadow work. I feel like you're going to meet these people as you're doing a lot of shadow work, or after you've done a substantial amount of shadow work. There's something here about you and these people really relating to the idea of shadow work and really understanding what it takes to be truly successful in life. I'm kind of getting like you discussing, you and these people discussing, kind of like, oh, life is not about money. Life is not about material things. And again, money helps for sure. I'm a big believer, like money totally helps. But, money can buy you a certain amount of happiness. But I'm also getting that like money is one step. Then you need to proceed with shadow work. You need to really understand and heal your inner child. So I'm not here to talk about what the experience is going to be. I feel like, you can probably gauge that from V's reading, but what I'm getting here is that you are going to be meeting these members of your, and I keep wanting to say shadow family rather than the soul family. I think that's very interesting. I think you're going to be meeting these people when you're very well acquainted with shadow work. I think if you're not currently well acquainted with shadow work, if you're not really into shadow work, it may be a little while before you meet these people. I specifically see that there's a female energy or a feminine energy that is coming through. This person doesn't have to necessarily be a woman, they can be non-binary, they can be, I'm not trying to focus on genders too much, but I'm getting, there's a very feminine energy around this person. And I see that this person is successful. I am getting a very strong energy that this person is successful. And the way that you're going to meet this person is through, I'm not getting like career. I'm not getting like, oh, you work together. For some of you, it could be the case, but what I'm getting was more importantly, is that this person is going to be somebody you meet at a point in life when you are acquainted with shadow work, but you're still maybe focusing on the material things a little bit. You're still focusing on money. Maybe you have I'm hearing mentality of lack, mentality of financial lack. And I'm really getting a strong energy of like, this person is gonna really talk you through the energy of financial lack. This person has been in the mentality of the financial lack that you have been through. So I think when the point in your life when you're meeting this feminine energy that I'm picking up on, I feel like this person is going to be older than you as well. I'm getting older, more mature, kind of mentor energy almost, but I don't think they're going to be your mentor quite so in the traditional sense of the word. I think in fact, this person is going to treat you more like an equal, even though you're going to be under the impression of like, oh my God, they know so much more than me. They are way more in touch with their spirituality, or they're way more in touch with their abundance. Like, I'm getting that this person is going to really know how to tune into the frequency of abundance, because they have gone through the shadow work that has to do with the perception of lack in your life, whether it's financial, whether it's lack about, I feel like it's mostly financial. I feel like most people that pick this pile, maybe you have a very difficult relationship with money. Maybe you believe that money is evil. Maybe you believe that if you have money, you have to be like some sort of evil person. Maybe you believe that money is something that taints people. I just get a very strong energy that whoever picked this pile maybe has a bit of a unbalanced, a little bit of a difficult relationship with money. Now, what I see for this feminine energy that I'm picking up on, I'll go to the other energy that I want to talk about in a bit, but I feel like this feminine energy really wants to hop through. And I'm kind of getting that this feminine energy is kind of closer. So if you haven't, maybe you already met this person. If you are already acquainted with shadow work and working through financial security issues or worries, maybe you already met this person, maybe you already know who this feminine energy is, but I feel like what this person is going to be for you, this person's going to be brutally honest. There's a brutal honesty around this person. There's a brutal there's kind of like this brutal honesty with the Aries, especially. Maybe this person is an Aries or has Aries qualities, Aries sun, moon, or rising. But I think that this person's going to have some brutal honesty, because I'm picking up on Sagittarius here as well. So this person could have very brutal honesty. But this brutal honesty almost has this, like, they're not a nurturing energy. I'm not getting a nurturing energy. I'm not getting like a motherly energy or a mentor energy even. But this brutal honesty is almost going to launch you into nurturing yourself. And again, I'm not getting that they're mean or harsh or rude. It's just like the brutal honesty really shakes you up. There's a real shake up. So I feel like when you're meeting this person, look out for these kind of energies. Are you going through shadow work? I think you will be going through some shadow work. I think you're going to be pursuing a better life through shadow work. I think you're going to be trying to create a better relationship with money and finances in your life. I'm also seeing that you need to be patient. You need to be patient with your soul. Your soul family it's kind of like, it's a little bit on the darker side, but it doesn't, and I don't like using the term darker. I'm trying to eliminate that as well. But that's a whole different story, a whole different conversation. But shadowy, it's a little bit more shadowy than I suppose other soul families. I feel there's a lot of brutal honesty. There's a lot of brutal revelations within your soul family. And I think your soul family is very straight. Like there's a very straight talking, straightforward kind of conversation that happens here. That's what I'm getting for you. So this is the feminine energy that I'm picking up on. Now I want to very quickly, I feel like this other person is just as important, but there's something here that the cards don't want to spend too much time talking about this person. I feel like because this feminine energy is coming up closer to you, this feminine energy is not so far away from you. But there's a soulmate, kind of possibly a relationship that I'm getting. For some of you, it's not going to be a relationship, but I'm getting some sort of person, romantic or otherwise, who, when you first meet this person, you are not going to like them. You are going to have an aversion towards them. You are going to trigger each other. There's going to be, and it's almost like, you know, when sometimes you meet people and you just like, you don't even know why they trigger you, but they just do. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Sometimes it's going to be borderline invasive, the way that you are going to feel about this person, and not for any particular reason. Maybe there are going to be arguments or some sort. I'm seeing some sort of like mismatch in energy with this other soul family member. And what I'm seeing is that slowly over time, I kind of feel like you will know this person. Maybe you will know this person through people. Like, for example, let's say you have a friendship group or something like that, and you are within this friendship group, and one of the people in your friendship group has this other friend, and you just can't stand this person. You just can't seem to deal with them. You maybe necessarily they're not a toxic person, but they just trigger you, they irritate you. And over time, you and this person are going to start really getting on. Over time, you and this person are going to let go of a lot of misconceptions. I feel like there's going to be a lot of misconceptions when you first meet this other person. Now, I'm not getting whether it's going to be feminine or masculine. This is just kind of like there's a person who's really going to trigger you. And over time, you're going to start seeing I'm hearing like, I actually have a lot of respect for you. So it could be this energy of like, over time, you're going to start seeing potentially a lot of respectful things that this person does, a lot of respectful things that this person says. You're going to start like, weirdly, it's maybe like when you first meet this person, you're just going to disagree with everything they have to say. And over time, it's going to be this energy of like, oh, do you know what? I'm kind of agreeing with you now, and I'm kind of seeing your point of view, and I'm kind of seeing what you have to say here. And it's just this, it's just this interesting energy of like slowly, really, like I feel like it could take years for you to turn around on this person and to really change your opinion on this person. Like, first instance, dislike, mismatching of energy, and hard work is going to be how you're going to end up liking this person and realizing that they're your soulmate, whether it's a platonic soulmate or a relationship, romantic soulmate. Again, I feel like it's very 50-50. I don't feel specifically like, oh, this is a soulmate who is a romantic soulmate, or this is a soulmate who is platonic. But I do feel like these are two separate energies. Like, I don't think this is this person is this person. So that's the soul family members that the cards wanted to focus on. That's who they wanted to present. I do think that these people, every time you meet them, these people are going to trigger your shadow work. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on people that trigger you. I think one person's going to trigger you because they're just blunt and honest, and they say it how it is almost without empathy. But I do feel like this person is empathetic. The feminine energy, the person who had to deal with a lot of financial lack mentalities in their life. And the second energy, and I do feel like this energy is older than you, like older person, older than you, or more experience, like they had more experience. Maybe they're just an old soul. Like, I'm getting very like they've seen a lot of, like, I'm hearing I've seen a lot of shit, so maybe that's something that resonates. And the second person is again, I feel like, you know, you attract very controversial people, or if not controversial, I think you attract people that are not everyone's cup of tea. That's what I'm hearing. And at some point, these people may even not be your cup of tea, but it almost kind of shifts. For some people, you may have like fallings out with these people and kind of get back together and meet again. So in terms of like how you're going to meet them and when you're going to meet them, you're going to meet them under circumstances where serious dislike could arise for each other, or triggering energies could arise for each other, where you end up needing to do a lot of shadow work. These people trigger your shadow work for sure. So that's the energies that I picked up on for you, pile number 1. I really think that's such an interesting soul family reading, especially to start on. So if you like this reading, do like, subscribe, and comment, and go check out V's video as well. And I'm going to move on to my pile number 2s and their soul family. So pile number 2, your soul family experience, rather than experience, this is more how you're going to meet them. So go to V's channel to check out. I'm going to link her video below. Go check out how your experience is going to be with them. But let's look into how you're going to meet these people, under what circumstances. So let's get into it. So we have Taurus. We have illumination. Light from flames will begin to illuminate everything around you, revealing how things truly are. And I love, we had Aries in the first pile and we have Taurus here. It's kind of like it's going in order. It's kind of cool. I have contract in reverse, and I have woman holding a heart in reverse. Okay. I feel like this is the same person. This is kind of coming out to me, that the Queen of Cups and the woman holding a heart, someone very, very sensitive here in your soul family. We have the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. So the way that I'm feeling this, I'm just gonna, because I'm getting a certain way to put these cards. I feel like this is weird because I didn't do that in that pile, but I'm getting a very strong urge to put these cards with the Taurus here, and then the woman holding a heart in reverse and the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is like the general energy that the cards want me to express for your soul family. So the way that you're going to be meeting your soul family members, whether you meet them all at once or you meet them separately, which I feel like this is separate again, just like we had with pile number 1, you're going to be meeting these people under the circumstances where you're going through enlightenment or some sort of spiritual awakening. You are going to meet these people when you're in a sea of emotions. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of the time when you meet these people are going to be at your emotional peaks. This is green aventurine, by the way. I don't know why I picked it up, so maybe that's something that can resonate. I'm not great with crystals, so I actually don't know what it's for. I got this sent as a gift. So gift. These people are a gift to you. For some, okay, gift is coming through very. It's like the spirit guides wanted me to connect to the idea of a gift, and I'm getting a lot of gifting energy now, and especially with Taurus, because Taurus makes me think of gifts and luxury. And so the way that you're gonna meet these people, maybe it's someone's birthday. That's something that's coming through. Someone's birthday. You could meet specifically this person with the Taurus energy here. I'm getting very slow moving energy. I feel like this person is gonna be a Taurus or an Earth sign. That there's a very strong energy of Earth here. This person is a rule follower. This is a person who follows rules, who is into their stability, who is into their security, very much very careful about their money. For some of you, this could even be a potential love interest, somebody you actually end up marrying. That's something that I'm seeing with the contract in reverse here. This is even somebody that you could potentially marry and divorce. So if you are divorced right now, maybe the person that you were married to, maybe you might recognize that this person is part of your soul family. Now, this is not going to be for all of you, so just take what resonates. This is a general reading, but I'm getting that this specific person, the most important thing to take away from this soul family member, again, it's funny, we had 2 people in the first pile and we have 2 people here. This person is going to be a real rule follower. This person is going to be this person feels like they come into your life to offer stability and to make you feel secure. It's, if anything, this person provides for you, whether they're romantic or whether they are platonic, is security. They come in when you feel like your foundation has been compromised. So a lot of the time, I feel like you might not even be around this person constantly. It's kind of like this person comes in and out of your life. That's what I'm getting with this. But I do see that you have a soul very serious soul contract with this person. That is something that I'm seeing. This person in this lifetime is meant to be your security, almost like a security blanket, but they're also meant to teach you how to be secure in yourself and how to stand up for yourself. So that I'm getting root chakra. So maybe this person comes in when it's almost like they sense when your root chakra is compromised, or your root chakra is struggling or being blocked up. This could be that kind of friend where you may not talk to them for for months, and then when you meet up, it's kind of like it's that energy of like, we've been friends forever. So this friend comes in and out of your life. I feel like through your lifetime. Maybe this is even a childhood friend that you maybe separate from. Maybe you even have fallings out with this friend, or whoever this is, but you always come back together because there's a contract in place where they're your security blanket. And what I feel in return, what you're meant to be for them, is this energy of emotion. So I'm getting a very strong energy of emotion towards this person. Like, you are an emotional energy. You are somebody who listens to their problems a lot. So when they come in, they offer you security, and they offer you a lot of this kind of, I'm getting kind of like, for some reason, I'm seeing you standing in the middle of like a field, and the way that they're represented is they're kind of like this forest that grows over you, like a dome almost, and you water the forest. So it's really interesting. It's like they're the security, and they're this dome of trees that grows around you and protects you, and you are the one with the watering can. So you kind of help them grow, especially emotionally. They feel that like they can be vulnerable around you. That's something that's coming through. This person feels like they can be very, very vulnerable around you, which makes them feel very at home. But I do see that there's potential that in this connection, you are not always around each other. So, maybe one of you might even move away, far away. Some of you might, end up just like losing touch, but then meeting back up again, kind of back and forth. So a lot of the time, you might even feel like, oh, are they still my friend, or are they still here for me? They will always be there for you, and I feel like you're always going to be there for them. There's a reliable energy here, even if you grow apart from this person. And I do feel a very strong, obviously a very strong earth energy with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Taurus card. So it's a huge possibility that they could be a Taurus, but I think what Taurus signifies here really is that energy of security and energy of stability that your spirit guides want you to assure you about this soul family member. So how do you meet them? I feel like you probably could meet them through your childhood, and this could be a childhood friend. This could be somebody you meet when you feel like your root chakra is compromised and you're feeling insecure. You're feeling insecure about your safety, maybe sometimes even money. This person is going to come in and offer that energy of like, you're safe, you're secure. So that's how you will meet this specific person. But let's move on to our Queen of Cups here. So this energy to me, I feel feminine energy, especially with the woman holding a heart in reverse. Again, as I said in pile number 1, I don't want to focus on the genders too much. I want to kind of convey the essence and how you're going to meet these people and what essence these people are going to have, so you can spot them. So it says light from flames will begin to illuminate everything around you, revealing how things truly are. So again, as I said, I feel like this is general energy for both of these people. This is the energy of like, you will feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening, and that's when you will tend to meet these people. Now, this person feels like somebody who could even be a mother, like they could have children, or a father. But feminine energy is prevalent here. I feel like this person is going to be somebody who is very, very gentle, very, 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 very sensitive. There's a strong sensitivity here, almost to the point, those people who are sometimes so sensitive that it's difficult for them to go through a party, or it's difficult for them to go somewhere. I'm getting a huge introvert with this specific. I kind of feel a very strong introversion energy here in general. So I feel like maybe you're an extrovert who attracts a lot of introverts, or maybe you're just an introvert and you like having a lot of introverts around you. Specifically, your soul family seems very introverted. So plenty of alone time for all of you. So plenty of alone time for you. So it's kind of like, again, you don't mind these people coming in and out of your life because you like your alone time. Even if you're an extrovert, you value your, what's that word? Is it ambivert? When you are an extrovert, but you value, you're an introvert as well. You really value your alone time. So I am getting very, very strong energy of someone who's extremely sensitive. Like, this person could even be psychic. This person could have some sort of spiritual awareness. This person could go through a lot of spiritual awakenings themselves. I see that this person as a direct mirror to you as well. Like, this person will mirror a lot of energy. So it's likely that anytime that you have a spiritual awakening, this soul family member is also going to be having a spiritual awakening. So a lot of the time you will pull towards each other. So I do feel like you will meet this person during a spiritual awakening specifically, possibly with this person too, but this person for sure, it feels like both of you are going to be meeting each other during a spiritual awakening. I do feel like this person is going to be very, very sensitive, very romantic. Sometimes this person gives away their heart without thinking. So you may even be, it's kind of like you have a security blanket and a nurturer. And you have a security blanket in this person and you are this person's nurturer. But for this person, you are this person's security blanket and they're your nurturer. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of, so maybe they have a nurturer here and they have like a security blanket here, but you're kind of like a middle person between your two soul family members. So it's interesting how it works, the dynamic, and what you get from each of the persons. But I do get a very strong energy that this person's very sensitive. This person could give away their heart very easily, and maybe you are their security blanket to come in and say, hey, be careful with giving your heart away just to anybody. Be careful who you trust. This person's very, very trusting. I feel like you're going to teach this person a lot about trust and boundaries. This person extremely strong boundaries. This person, boundaries could possibly be almost non-existent. So that's what I'm getting for you. But yeah, I feel like when you're going to meet these soul family members is likely to be during massive spiritual awakenings. And for this person, there is a likelihood that you maybe already know them. It kind of feels like this person is already a constant in your life. Maybe not a constant like you talk to them every single day, but this is a person who's always going to be coming in and out of your life, possibly until your very old age. That's what I'm getting. But this is the reading that I got for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, do subscribe, and go check out V's video on the soul family and what your experience is going to be like specifically. And I'm going to move on. So I'm going to move on to pile number 3 with this black tourmaline. And let's see, how are you going to meet your soul family members? We're going to see if they're going to give us specific soul family members to watch out for. But let's look into it. So first of all, we've got the fire element, desire. We've got intuition. Listen to your intuition as it is your soul calling out to you. Okay. We've got happy family. Okay. Soul family, happy soul family already. We've got the 9 of Wands in reverse. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, the Fool card, and we've got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Let me have a look at this. I feel like the first 2 piles were very, very specific, so I just want to make sure that I give you as much detail as I got out of the first 2 piles. I want to make sure that this is very... I feel like, in a way, for some reason, for pile number 3, I feel I'm hearing potentially some in-laws, like potentially for some of you, when you marry your partner, maybe I don't know if your partner is going to be part of your soul family. This is, and again, I always think like, the idea of soulmates and who's my soulmate and all of this. It's totally fine to have a non-soulmate relationship and be super in love with whoever you're in love with, because not everything has to be contracts. Not everything has to be karmic relationships or soulmates. You can literally just meet a person and have a relationship. That's my personal belief. Like, I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on anybody. But to me, what's coming through is that some prominent people that you may meet as a soul family situation could be like an in-law. I'm hearing that very intensely, and it's almost like you're going to intuitively feel it. It's going to be this energy of like, oh my God, this is my soul. Like this is going to be like a friend for life. It's almost this energy of like, oh, even if I break up with this partner of this person, they're going to be this person is like my soul family member. For some of you, I'm getting a very strong energy of somebody who is going to be, it's kind of like, and it doesn't have to be this energy of like, oh, you're married to the person. This could be that maybe you have, let's say you're even just out of secondary school, high school, whatever it is in your country, and you get like a college boyfriend or something like that, and you're in a relationship with this boyfriend for all of your college time. But then you break up with them. But through your college boyfriend, you actually met like their cousin or something, and their cousin just became one of your best friends. And even after you break up with your college boyfriend, again, it doesn't have to be this early on in life. It can be later on in life. But I'm getting very strong energies, kind of like, well, we're still going to stay friends because we are very important to each other. You know, the boyfriend can go on and do whatever he wants, or girlfriend or whoever, you know, I'm kind of giving an example. They can go and have a great time, but I'm keeping this friend, I'm keeping this soul family member. That's one. So I feel like you will meet one of your soul family members. It's going to be almost like an in-law. It's going to be like in-law, but like you don't have to be married to the person. For others of you, I feel like for most of you, this is going to be one person. It's standing out to me so, like, it's crazy how much it's standing out. Now, for others of you, and maybe additionally to that, I feel like I'm also getting a very strong energy of you taking a leap of faith with somebody, because you just intuitively know that they're meant to be in your life. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, not necessarily, but I feel like there's going to be this leap of faith. There's a lot of passion with the fire, and then we've got the leap of faith with the Fool card here. And with the 9 of Wands in reverse, you're not being cautious. I'm getting like, I don't want to be cautious about this connection about this relationship. So like, this could even be a person that you meet, and maybe you meet them traveling or something like that, whether they're platonic or romantic. You meet them and they go, hey, come travel with me. Let's go like to this country together. I know, you have like your family at home. Maybe you want to go back home. But I really think that we could have like a really great trip or something like that. And again, I'm not trying to encourage anybody to go off with strangers or anything like that. I'm just saying there's something here about you taking a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be specifically like traveling or anything like that, but I feel like there's going to be a person that comes into your life that really wants you to kind of take a chance on me. That's what I'm hearing. And I keep hearing, when that ABBA song where it's like, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. It's kind of like, take a chance on this person. Take a chance on me. Take a chance and go traveling with me. Take a chance and, quit your job and let's go like see if we can get a job in another country, if we can take a chance on me and leave something behind that like is your security blanket. I'm getting like this, the way that you're going to meet one of this soul family member. This could actually be the same person as like the in-law. This could be the in-law going, okay, I know you're breaking up with my cousin or my brother or whatever, or my sister, my second cousin, whatever, my aunt, I don't know. But let's go. We're best friends. We are so important to each other. Let's go traveling together. Let's go do something together. There's a real kind of like taking a chance on this person. That's how you're going to know that this person is your soul family member. For some of you, there's even potential, if this is a romantic connection, that you are actually going to have a family with this person. And another message, this is a pile of a load of messages, and it kind of like a bit of a randomer pile. I feel like these were very specific for you. Pile number 3, I definitely feel like more of a randomer energy. So it's like, another message that I'm getting for a lot of you, your soul family is actually going to be the family that you create. Your soul family is actually going to be like your children. Your soul family is actually going to be, or maybe one of your children, and it's not to say like, oh, one of your children is going to be more special than the other. Again, I don't believe that like just because you have a soulmate connection or a soul contract with somebody, they're more special than a person that you don't have a soul contract with. I just don't believe that. But that's just, again, as I said, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life, or what to believe. But I am getting a very strong energy of adventure with your soul family. So I feel like whoever it is, and I do see you having multiple people in your soul family, there could be this energy of like you really, it's gonna feel like a family. So for a lot of you, maybe this is not, maybe your in-laws are your soul family. Maybe there are multiple in-laws that you end up meeting in your, you know, multiple in-laws. Like maybe you end up like marrying somebody and you realize that their family feels more like a family to you than your own family ever did. And again, it doesn't have to be like that dramatic. If you do love your family, you know, it could just be that you realize that your soul family are your in-laws. You really connect with their energy, you really connect with who they are. So the cards are really just expressing that to you. The cards are just expressing like these people are gonna feel like a family to you. These people are gonna genuinely, it's not just gonna be like, oh, we're a soul family and we have individual relationships with each other, and it's gonna feel, it feels like a group of people. So I think you will be around a group of people that are very family like. So even if this is a group of friends, or even if this is a group of friends, it could be like we're a group of friends and we're like a family. But how you're going to meet them, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you're meeting them like as an in-laws. For others of you, I did get that energy of like meeting your soul family in college or through college. So maybe that will resonate with some of you. Again, very pile of just like they're dropping information for me. It's kind of like, there you go. There's a little bit of information. There's a little bit of an information. How are they going to meet them? I'm trying to connect with like more how you're going to meet them rather than your experience, because you can go to V's video to check that out. For some of you, it's going to be in college. For some of you, you're going to meet a chunk of your soul family in college. For some of you, I feel like it's going to be through in-laws. And for some of you, it's going to be through travel. So there's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of information here. I do know that. But I feel like that information was necessary. I think that your spirit guides, I feel like a lot of people might pick this pile. And again, I'm being reminded, for a lot of you, your soul family are actually going to be like some of your children, some of your grandchildren are going to be your soul family. So that's how you're going to meet your soul family. I'm not getting specific people the way that I was getting them in pile 1 and 2. I'm getting more of the vibe. You will know that you have met your soul family when you feel kind of like, I'm taking a chance on these people. I'm just, you know what? I maybe was hurt a lot in my friendships before, but I'm going to take a chance on this group of friends. Maybe my in-laws used to be really dicky to me in the past, but these in-laws are actually really nice to me. I'm going to take a chance on them. It's this energy of like, what the hell? Why not? Like I'm getting like, what the hell? And again, that ABBA song, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. So if if that's something that resonates, maybe they'll really love ABBA. Maybe you and your soul family are going to be like into ABBA big time. Maybe that's something that is coming through here as well. But this feels like I'm feeling a lot of party energy as well. So I wonder if there's a lot of celebrations. I wonder if that's going to like resonate with some of you. Maybe V will pick up on something like that as well. But I think I'm going to move on from this pile, because genuinely I'm more so getting the experience of the soul family. Rather, it's almost not important how you meet them. They did give me, and I feel like intuitively, just keep an eye on your intuition, because this is a huge, listen to your intuition as it is your soul calling out to you. So you will literally feel your soul call out to you when you meet these people. And maybe that's why you're going to be like, I'm going to take a chance on these people, because my soul is literally, my whole being is like, let's go with these people. Let's do this. Let's do this. God, I hope to God this is not a cult. Because, okay, like, be careful. No, a cult will never be your soul tribe, your soul family. You should just be careful. Yeah, like, because I'm getting like, oh my God, be careful that it's not a cult vibe. God, I feel like pile 3, anytime I do any pile 3s, pile 3s always make me laugh. So anyway, I swear to God, I hope this is not a cult. Hopefully not, but keep an eye for yourself. But anyway, we're going to move on. So this is pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, do like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video. And I'm going to move on to pile number 4. So file number 4, let's see what is going on with your soul family. How are you going to meet them? So let's get into it. So we've got Jupiter return. Oh, very nice. Jupiter return is, I believe it happens every 7 years or so. And it's the time when you meet your soulmates, and your soulmates can be platonic as well. So this is very fitting. This is very, very fitting. Meeting your soulmates during your Jupiter return. Maybe this makes me believe that maybe every Jupiter return you meet a member of your soul family. So maybe check, you can there's actually calculators online that you can calculate your Jupiter return. So check maybe the certain years and dates when you potentially already met some of your soul. I'm getting this is the pile where you have met a good chunk of your soul family already. We've got water. We've also got winter. So winter time is probably a prominent time for you to meet. I'm hearing some of you will meet members of your soul family, specifically one person. If your Jupiter return happens to fall in winter next year, you're going to meet potentially one or more people from your soul. This is a very specific message, but just if you wanted to check that out. We've also got root chakra, which is Archangel Michael, and we've got first chakra on the card. We've got King of Swords. We've got the Hanged Man. I'm getting strong Pisces energy with this, and we've got a lot of air energy here. Okay, there's a lot of information. You're another pile, like pile 3 had a lot of information coming in. Okay, and then we've also got 10 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna meet your soul family when a lot of the people that you meet from your soul family, I feel like you meet them during your Jupiter return. Your Jupiter return kind of works very well for you. It's kind of like, okay, my Jupiter return hits, I'm gonna meet a couple of people that I have soul contracts with. A lot of the people that you meet are, I'm getting 2 types of people that you meet. You either meet people that are intuitive, almost melancholy. Like I feel, I'm kind of getting, I heard like they're kind of emo. Sorry, I feel like pile 3 made me laugh so much, and I'm like in this giddy mood now. Pile 3 was definitely very giddy, very funny. But I feel like pile 4, you either meet people that are kind of melancholy, and I'm getting that kind of like they're kind of emo, but we love them. We love to see it. Or people that are like super serious, like people who are super serious, super focused on life, super focused on achieving goals. And again, actually, why not both? You know, an emo who is set on their goals, who is after their goals, why not? There are totally emos that are sorry, I'm like in this giddy mood now. But what I'm getting is that this person or these people generally seem to come to you during your Jupiter return. I feel like a lot of your soul family members, you will also notice that you meet these people take a lot of your load off you. That's what I'm feeling, and specifically those people that are really set on their goals, and people, I'm getting like people who give really good advice. Your soul family, you meet them when you need advice, when you need guidance, when you need a certain load to be taken off your back. It's kind of like every time I'm getting specifically because the root chakra is located in the spine, the base of the spine. I keep hearing, it's just like my brain is gone. I keep hearing It's All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor. It's just like, it's gone. But I'm getting very strong energy that anytime that your root chakra feels maybe overworked and overloaded, and maybe you have a lot on your plate, every time that you're kind of like on the brink of going, oh my God, there's too much to do, there's too many things, your soul family members come in and offer advice. And there's a lot of this energy of like, let me tell you what to do here. Let me show you how to figure this energy out. For example, if you are overworked with just general work, if you are overworked in your career, maybe you have too many tasks to do. It's kind of like I'm getting energy of anytime you have too many tasks to do, too many problems to resolve, these soul family members seem to swoop in and go, let me help you. I have a really good I have really good advice for this. I know a guy, I know a person who can help you out. I also feel like there's a lot of, at the same time, even though you meet these people, like, or meet these people, or you interact with these people, specifically when you're under a lot of pressure, I also feel I'm really just getting that these people bring a lot of peace, especially with the winter card, a period of soul searching and rest. These people bring a lot of rest to you. So if you have a person in your life, I feel like for some of you already have a person in your life like this, a person who comes in and you instantly feel better. So maybe you're overthinking and you're overworking yourself about a certain situation. You're like, oh my God, I don't know how to even resolve this. I don't even know how I'm ever going to get all of this done. This person comes in and goes, let me help you. We're going to figure this out together. Let's figure this out together. And I'm getting strong Pisces energy here. I'm getting strong Aquarius energy in particular, but this could be also Gemini and Libra, but specifically Aquarius and Pisces. Maybe Aquarius and Pisces season is a good time for you to meet these people as well. That could be something that's coming through here for me. Potentially January, February, and March. I'm getting that as a block, is a good time for you to meet your soul family members, whether you're meeting them for the first time or interacting with them. Is almost, I'm getting like very fruitful time is winter time, kind of winter going into springtime. It really, really, really works well. So again, I'm getting very strong energy. You know, January, like, you know, the Blue Monday, it's like is it the second Monday in January or something like that? It's that energy of like, oh, it's the saddest day, you know, it's when people feel really sad, it's the saddest day in the year. It kind of feels like you and your soul family members really know how to reach out to each other at your lowest points in life. So it's kind of like you reach out to these people when they're in a very low place, and they reach out to you when you're in a very low place. But at the end of the day, you're each other's peace. You're my peace. So whether it's friendships or whether there's a romantic energy here, I'm not picking up on overly romantic energy. So I would, you know, I'm going to steer clear of that. But I'm getting that you and your soul family operate as each other's peace of mind, peace of heart. So just keep that in mind as well. But I'm really loving the energy here, because it's that energy of somebody, you know, when you're just anxious and you're overworked and you're so worried about something, and somebody comes in and goes, actually, I know how to do that, let me help you out, actually I can guide you into this direction, and all of a sudden you're serene, you're peaceful. Yeah. So I feel for a lot of you, you meet these people through your Jupiter return. So anytime you have a Jupiter return every 7 years or so, you end up meeting a part of your soul family. Maybe, you know, a couple of people trickle into your life. But I feel like wintertime, January, February, and March specifically are a good time for you to interact with these people or meet these people as well. So specifically, I'm getting a very specific energy or message, again, as I did at the start of this reading. If you are going through your Jupiter return January, February, and March in 2021, or whenever you're watching this reading, whenever the next January, February, and March is, consider that you could be meeting at least one member of of your soul family. I also see that there's a lot of people in your soul family, but it's kind of like, it's not a group of people, it's almost like people coming in from different directions and different angles. So yeah, that's really cool. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you liked it, do like and subscribe, but I'm going to move on. This was actually really lovely, because it gave that timeline with the Jupiter return, and the Jupiter return is such a good confirmation for soulmates. So that's the reading that I got, and I'm going to move on to pile number 5. So pile number 5, your soul family. How are you going to meet them? So first of all, we've got Chiron, healing. Very nice. We've got receive. I read these upwards, so I'm just going to move that. We've got loss. Interesting that we've got Chiron, and Chiron makes me think of like loss and hurt. So you may... Okay, I'm going to get into it. I just want to take all the... Oh, wow. Broken heart. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. We've also got the King of Cups, Strength card, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not even getting a timeline. I'm getting more so you will bond with people over loss. you will bond with people, whether it's loss of like, I lost a person because we broke up with each other, or whether it's like grieving people that have passed on. For some of you, you could meet your soul family through like counseling, like group counseling for people that are grieving. But I know that's a very specific message, so I don't want to focus on that too much. But there's you bond with your soul family specifically by processing the things that you have lost in life, how you processed it, how you dealt with it, how you healed yourself. And there's a relatability that I'm feeling about loss. So for example, some of you could meet people that have gone through similar loss in breakups. Maybe you had a very similar breakup to, it kind of feels like friendships. It doesn't feel like romantic. Again, it could be. I'm trying not to focus on that. I'm trying to focus more on the energy of how you relate to these people and when you're going to meet them. So for a lot of you, you could meet these people right after a breakup and relate to each other. So for example, maybe there's a friend that you meet somewhere, like let's say it's just a friend that you end up meeting through work or something like that. You will bond over a very similar situation in a relationship, for example, and you will bond over like, I lost this person because, they didn't want to put the same effort into me that I wanted to put into them. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I went through exactly the same situation. Maybe it's around cheating or something like that. Maybe you will bond. But again, be very careful, because a lot of those energies can be trauma bonds. So it's very important. I'm hearing it's almost like an advice for you, pile number 5. When you are bonding with these people over loss, over difficulties, I'm even seeing like loss in early childhood, so maybe a loss of innocence in early childhood. I feel like this pile has specifically been through it, and the soul family members that you receive in this lifetime will be those that went through it. Like, this is gonna be potentially, there's a risk of creating trauma bonds with your soul family members. And your spirit guides are saying you need to be very careful that your relationship and your connection with your soul family members is not only based on the trauma and the loss. It's going to be really important to connect to things outside of it. And that's why I think we've got this receive card here. Be open to receive gifts and blessings from the universe. You and your soul family, out of all these piles, have a very strong necessity to focus on what positives you can receive out of your life, and how you can enjoy your life in a very in a more it's kind of like, we have a time when we mourn our loss together, but we also have a time where we receive from the universe and we receive gifts in abundance. So that's what I'm getting. Be very careful not to create a trauma bond with these soul family members. For some of you, maybe you already met these people or person. Specifically, I'm getting a very strong energy of this Queen of Pentacles. This is a feminine energy, but again, I don't want to focus on gender. I feel like this is someone who saw loss, for sure. This is someone who saw loss, and I feel like you and this person connected very, very strongly over loss, over a loss of innocence or a loss of a partner. Some sort of loss. And I feel like there is a more of this person really, with Queen of Pentacles, it always reminds me of like the shadow aspects of, or unevolved aspects of, Tauruses, Virgos, and Capricorns. And biggest shadow aspect for those 3 signs, the earth signs, is inability to let go. I feel like earth signs, when they're unevolved, have such a difficult time moving on from things. And I feel like this is the specific person that the cards are trying to warn you. This person, you could create a very strong, serious trauma bond with this person because of their inability and possibly your own inability to let go of things. Maybe even holding grudges, maybe even holding some sort of, resentment towards situations. But I do see that this person is very important to your soul family, and I do see that there's potential to work on it and to heal it. So just be careful with this person. Now, the second person that I'm seeing here that is really showing up in this pile 5, is this King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups could be potentially somebody who is a romantic. Again, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be a romantic energy as well. But again, as I said, I don't want to put emphasis on that. With the King of Cups, I feel like how you know you've met this person is that this person is going to be really invested in your story. This person will want to hear everything that happened to you in regards to this loss. This person will want to nurture this. It's almost like they want to nurture this trauma so that both of you can heal it together. And again, there's a mirroring here. It's like, I relate to your trauma. I relate to your loss. I really see what you went through and the hurt that you experienced. So I feel like you in this lifetime made certain soul contracts. If you feel like you're like, oh yeah, this is my soul family, I can relate to that, but I maybe feel like I have more than that. It's not just trauma bonds and stuff like that. Maybe pick another pile. I feel like this is more of an advice than something else. It's kind of like this pile, whoever picked this pile, maybe you already have people in your life that are trauma bonds. And your spirit guides are like, okay, we need you to listen and we need you to make sure to heal the trauma bonds and to look at the trauma bonds and see how you can dismantle them so that you can build a friendship outside of the loss that you experienced and that you relate to with this person. Try that. That's something that I'm getting very, very strongly. Try and remove yourself from the energy of loss. Obviously you bonded over it. Obviously it's always going to be a part of your relationship with these people, but the cards are saying focus on the receiving. It's funny because we've got receive and loss. It's kind of like when you receive something and when you lose something. So focus on receiving rather than focusing on what you have lost in the past. Focus on what you can receive in the future as a connection, as a relationship, as people, as individuals. Another thing that I'm picking up on here is the number 8 and the number 9. So there's a sequence that I'm getting because we've got the 2 8s here and we've got the 9 here, and I'm picking up on the 9 here. 1 and 8 is 9. And I'm just seeing like the 9 here as well. But like, sometimes the numbers add in my head and sometimes the numbers don't add in my head. So for some of you could be life paths 8, some of you could be life paths 9. That's something that I'm getting also, or these could be important numbers. Maybe you're gonna meet this person on the 8th of the 9th. So 8th of September for like for me and how we read dates. But if you're like American, it's the 9th of August. So it depends what the 8th of the 9th or maybe the 9th of the 8th means to you. Maybe you might meet this person 8th month is August, 9th month is September. So maybe you will meet this person between August, or person or people. I feel like 2 energies really want to pop out between August and September. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. So you may meet these people in the months of August and September. But the main thing that the cards really want to talk about here is please be careful about creating trauma bonds, because you are going to feel so pulled towards these people because of your shared experiences. It's seemingly like we had such similar experiences so far apart. So like, there's going to be a magnetism towards these people, whether it's romantic or platonic. And the cards are saying be very careful that you don't give away your joyful power and your power to receive by focusing on the loss. It's good to grieve. Shadow work is important. Grieving is important. Sadness, honoring your sadness is very important. I would never say like, oh, just be like positive and just happy, like, but make sure that you're healing at the same time as you're creating this trauma bond. Make sure that you're very aware of it and going, okay, this is we're sharing a trauma experience. We are connecting and bonding over a trauma. We need to have, hobbies outside of this trauma. We need to have things to talk about outside of these traumas. We need to have, fun, lighthearted conversations outside of these traumas. We need to focus on things outside of it and who we are as individuals outside of what happened to us in the past. So that's the reading that I got. Very interesting, very specific. This felt more like advice rather than how you'll meet your soul family. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, do like and subscribe. I really appreciate it when you do that. And don't forget to check out V's video on what the experience is going to be like with your soul family, and I'll see you in my next video.